Have you ever wondered what it would take for the US to destroy some of the most fortified missile bases and nuclear storage sites on Earth? We're talking about facilities buried deep under mountains, shielded by reinforced concrete, and surrounded by some of the world's most advanced air defense systems. Iran's underground missile bases and nuclear facilities are designed to withstand the worst, built to outlast airstrikes, conventional weapons, and time. Yet, despite these extreme defenses, the U.S. military has an arsenal of highly advanced weapons and strategies that could break through these defenses and neutralize these critical targets. In today's deep dive, we're breaking down how the U.S. could dismantle Iran's underground missile bases and nuclear storage facilities step by step. When we talk about Iran's underground missile bases and nuclear sites, we're talking about some of the most sophisticated underground bunkers ever built. Take Fordo, for example, a nuclear facility built under 80 meters of rock, far beyond the reach of most bombs. Iran has invested billions in hardening these bunkers, making them resilient to airstrikes and conventional military attacks. These underground networks house Shahab and Sigil ballistic missiles, which could be launched at U.S. bases or allies like Israel in retaliation for an attack. But here's the kicker. As tough as these fortifications are, the U.S. military has the technology and tactical know-how to get in. It's not just about dropping bombs. It's about intelligence, cyber warfare, stealth, and the use of some seriously heavy firepower. Before a single missile is launched or bomb is dropped, the U.S. would need pinpoint accuracy in identifying the exact locations of Iran's underground facilities. This isn't as easy as it sounds, considering Iran's use of decoys and mobile missile launch platforms. However, the U.S. has some serious surveillance tools to overcome this. Advanced satellites, such as the KH-11, and reconnaissance drones like the RQ-4 Global Hawk would be key players in gathering critical intelligence. These tools can map out missile bases, bunker entrances, and even attack Iran's military communications. But intelligence alone won't win the day. You can know where the target is, but if it's fortified beneath tons of rock and concrete, you need a new level of destructive power. That's where things get exciting. You might be wondering, what's the first move in neutralizing Iran's underground facilities? Surprisingly, it's not an airstrike. The U.S. would likely begin with cyber warfare. Remember the Stuxnet virus? It crippled Iran's nuclear centrifuges back in 2010. Now imagine a next-gen cyber attack specifically designed to knock out Iranian command and control systems, blind air defenses, and even disrupt missile launches. Before a bomb even falls, Iran could be left in the dark, unable to communicate or defend itself. It's a quiet but deadly phase of the battle that sets the stage for what comes next. After cyber warfare weakens Iran's defenses, the U.S. would need to establish air superiority. This means launching a suppression of enemy air defenses or SEAD campaign to knock out SAM sites, radar systems, and other defense mechanisms. How? Enter the stealthy duo, F-22 Raptors and F-35 Lightning IIs. These aircraft are designed to be undetectable by radar, allowing them to strike deep into Iranian territory without warning. Supporting them, Tomahawk cruise missiles, launched from U.S. Navy ships, could target Iranian air defense infrastructure. And here's where things get even more futuristic. The U.S. might also deploy hypersonic missiles like the AGM-138A Arrow, which can travel at speeds of over Mach 5. At that speed, Iranian air defenses wouldn't have enough time to respond before the missile hits its target. Now comes the part you've been waiting for, the actual destruction of Iran's underground bunkers. The U.S. has specialized bombs for just this kind of mission, called bunker busters. One of the most powerful is the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. This 30,000-pound monster is designed to punch through 200 feet of concrete or rock before detonating, making it the ideal weapon for facilities like Fordo. To deliver this beast, the U.S. would use the stealthy B-2 Spirit bomber, which can fly undetected deep into enemy airspace. Then there's the GBU-28, a 5,000-pound penetrator bomb that's already proven its worth in past conflicts. It might be less powerful than the MOP, but it's still more than enough to destroy medium-depth bunkers and missile silos. And just when you think that's all, here comes the GBU-72 Advanced 5K Penetrator, a newer, highly precise bunker buster that can handle hardened underground targets with pinpoint accuracy. Imagine dropping one of these bombs on an underground missile base and watching the entire facility crumble. By combining bunker busters, hypersonic weapons, and cruise missiles, the U.S. can not only destroy the facilities, but also disable the systems that protect them. While traditional bunker busters and hypersonic missiles are impressive, the U.S. has even more devastating weapons in development that could be used to destroy underground bases. One of the most powerful types of conventional explosives, thermobaric bombs, work by dispensing a fuel cloud and then igniting it, creating a massive, high-temperature explosion. These bombs create a shockwave that's perfect for collapsing underground tunnels and bunkers. The MOAB, or Massive Ordnance Air Blast Bomb, nicknamed the mother of all bombs, is a prime example. While not designed for penetrating deeply, its explosive power could be used to obliterate entrance tunnels or damage surface structures. In an extreme scenario, the U.S. could even consider using nuclear bunker busters, like the B-61 12 bomb. This controversial weapon can penetrate underground and deliver a nuclear blast designed to vaporize deeply buried targets. Though using nuclear weapons carries massive political and environmental consequences, it remains an option if all else fails. Iran's mobile missile platforms are a key part of its defense strategy, but the U.S. is prepared to counter them. Armed drones like the MQ-9 Reaper could track and destroy these launchers in real time using Hellfire missiles. Add to that the speed and lethality of hypersonic weapons, and even mobile missile platforms could find it difficult to evade detection and destruction. While much of this plan involves air power and cyber warfare, special forces like Delta Force and Navy SEALs could play a critical role. These elite units could conduct surgical strikes on mobile launchers, sabotage communication centers, or even infiltrate underground facilities to plant explosives. Special forces would also be invaluable in gathering last-minute intelligence or guiding precision airstrikes in real time. We've covered how the U.S. could theoretically destroy Iran's underground facilities, but what would happen next? Iran wouldn't go down without a fight. Retaliation could come in the form of missile strikes on U.S. bases in the Middle East or attacks on Israel and Saudi Arabia. There's also the potential for Iran to block the Strait of Hormuz, disrupting global oil supplies and sending shockwaves through the international economy. The possibility of escalation into a larger regional war is real, and any military strike would have to weigh the potential benefits against these serious risks. So, can the U.S. destroy Iran's underground missile bases and nuclear storage sites? The short answer is yes, but it wouldn't be easy. The operation would require a combination of stealth, cyber warfare, intelligence gathering, and advanced precision-guided munitions.